Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario. In this episode, I will be showing off every single question that Chuck Quizmo asked you, all 64 of them. I'm not going to show me getting any of the star pieces, but it's assumed that I get all the star pieces from this. So yeah, I get 64 of the star pieces, you get 64 of the star pieces from doing these, quizzes. People wanted me to show off, a compilation, and I think it's a good idea, because, you know, it's just, yeah, again, showing that, like, with the Yoshi Island, or Yoshi Story, ending thing, I find it kind of, I mean, you can easily read what all the text are in a text file, like on Game FAQs, and you can easily look at a picture of what all the endings look like, and you can easily, well, the picture really would be no different than just a regular menu, and you can listen to the music that plays, but, it's nice to see a compilation video. I mean, some people really do like that. I like to look for compilation videos. Now, out of all these questions, I've missed one. One of them, I think it was that one that just appeared, the house one, because there's the only difficult thing I think about these questions are the number ones, because I'm not good at remembering number questions usually. What color are Luigi's pants? Blue. They can be quite tricky to remember. So those are the only ones that are kind of hard. Like the member of family, that one's pretty easy for the most part. But the like how many houses or how many windows, those ones can be kind of tricky if you don't remember exactly. What will you receive when you get the? It's a me. I love that. There are some actually funny answers in this bunch. Most of them are pretty straightforward though, for the most part. So what's also interesting is one of the Koopa Bros appears in the audience at the bottom of the screen. Which is kind of odd considering the fact that you can meet Chuck Quizmo before even meeting the Koopa Bros. So, yeah, I found that kind of odd. See how many buildings are in Koopa Village. That one can be kind of difficult. And see, look, the blue Ninja Koopa is not one of the Koopa Bros, and yet he was blue in the artwork. How many coins? Yeah, that's another one that's really kind of hard to remember, I think. Like, number questions, I don't like them. I don't like number questions. Number questions fail. Shooting Star Summit. So yeah, trivia, awesome. Trivia is fun. What is the name of the character that joins you in Koopa Bros Fortress? Bombette. So in other news, Metroid Other M has been delayed to August, which actually really isn't that surprising. That seems to be one that like to release Metroid games anyway, though, because like, Metroid, the trilogy, Metroid Prime Trilogy was released in August. I think actually Metroid Prime 3 was also released in August. So really, it's not that odd, honestly. A. And B, Nintendo released something saying that they, were delaying it because they weren't fully done with it. Which, again, if you really aren't fully done with it, then I have no problem with you delaying. I'd rather have a good game than something that's rushed to market. And they're not even like delaying it that long. It's not like with Twilight Princess that was delayed like over and over again. This one's only being delayed till August. And again, I think also part of it was 100% for they also delayed Sin and Punishment 2 about a month's time to the end of July. And you know, it makes sense though, because Super Mario Galaxy is coming out in May. And then in July, they're coming out with Sin and Punishment 2, and then in August, Metroid Prime 3. And it makes sense to spread your thing out. Now, people could say, well, if you're a true fan, you buy all the games anyway. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but here's the thing. A, if you're a true fan, you're going to buy all the games anyway, though I'm not probably going to buy Sin and Punishment 2. Two, I personally kind of like how they did this, because instead of having to buy both Metroid Prime 3 and Galaxy 2 at the same time, or not Metroid Prime 3, Metroid Other M, they spread it out so that, you know, not only, I mean, would I probably buy it anyway, and just wait before buying it? Yeah, but it's kind of nice that they give you time between games. Like, I kind of don't like when they release everything at once, because then you got so much you have to get money for, and you have to, you know, spend and buy. It's kind of nice to spread it out, and honestly, I'd be more upset if they delayed Galaxy 2 personally than if they delayed Metroid Other M, because while I am looking forward to it, I'm more looking forward to Galaxy 2. So really, I can't complain personally at all about Nintendo's decisions. Other people will, but there's people who are going to complain about anything. Nintendo could give everyone cupcakes and sandwiches and bacon, and people would still complain. There's people you just can't, you can never please, and it's sad, but you just gotta realize that you can't please them and just move on with your life. What exactly are boobs? Sheets. Love that question. Question: what appears when you hit Wacka? Mushroom heart bump. Yeah, when you hit him, his heart falls out. Actually, speaking of which, we won't see Wacka anymore. I won't actually be using him anymore. His items are pretty useful, but after doing this, all the recipes, I didn't have any use for his bumps. Dishonest rat cheapa. Yeah, some of these really do have some interesting answers. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Galaxy 2 though. The new main power-ups are Cloud Mario, which people say are lame. I don't really see what's lame about Cloud Mario. I actually really like Cloud Mario. I think he really looks. I mean, people saying he should have been turned into a cloud. I don't know. I like the fact that Cloud Mario uses the platform ability because it adds a bit of strategy and difficulty to it. The fact that you can only have 3 clouds and you can use those platforms 3 times by spinning, and then afterwards you have to pick up another one to continue. And I think I like the idea. It's kind of innovative. Turning into a cloud, I mean, that would have been, I don't know, I personally find that kind of, I don't know, lame. What would really be the point? It wouldn't have any challenge to it, personally. Then Rock Mario was really awesome. He turns into a rock and rolls around. That, in my opinion, is really cool. Then they're bringing back all the other powers, and then Yoshi has several different things. I really like the fact that the music is, a lot of it seems to be remixes of Super Mario World, whereas Galaxy had a lot of Super Mario Bros. 3 stuff. This game has a lot of, it seems to have more Super Mario World remixes, like the Yoshi thing. I like the fact that when you have the Speed Yoshi power-up, or berry or whatever, the Super Mario World theme, the main world theme, actually speeds, or I think maybe it's athletic, but it speeds up. I really like that, that it did that. But like everything about the game it looks really, really, really fun. And the other thing is, it's gonna be really, it's got a ton of stars in it, and it's gonna be really difficult. Because that's the thing about the Super Guide. When it first came out, the Super Guide, they're putting in this game as the Cosmic Guide. When it first came out, people were like, it's gonna make the game easier. There's no way they can program it to show all this, or do all this. Which, yeah, you can program it, but they're like, the game's gonna be so much easier, and it's gonna suck, and all this other stuff. And New Super Mario Bros. Wii actually is probably one of the hardest Mario games. It's turned out. I mean, I'd argue it's up there with Super Mario World, and I'd say it's harder than Super Mario World. Not as hard as Super Mario Bros. 3, Dark World, or Lost Levels, but I'd say it's pretty hard, and it's in this day and age, most games have tend to be easier, and the fact that they were able to match the fact that they matched the difficulty. I mean, that's the thing that's interesting, is as time went on, most game companies tried to tone down the difficulty, I think, because they wanted to reach out to other gamers. Even before the whole casual thing, I think that just tended to be the drift for not even just Nintendo, but other companies, because they were trying to expand it, and if you have really difficult games, you're going to turn people off. I think that just tends to be what a lot of people tended to do. I'm probably wrong on some fronts, but, there's exceptions to everything. And with the Super Guide thing, with a thing that helps out gamers, casual gamers, people who have difficulty, that allows the game to still be difficult for the people who want a challenge, but at the same time, it's for people who really do have a hard time getting through a level. I mean, there's people I know, I was playing Super Mario Bros. With my brothers, and they were sucking horribly. They just sucked. I'd had to pick them up and just carry them with me through the level because it was really embarrassing how bad they were. I mean, like, I tend to think of myself as a pretty good gamer, but maybe not the best. But like, they made me feel really good about myself because they were so bad. I mean, it's a horrible thing to say, but it's true. But yeah, that it's just really the Super Guide, I think, is a really great thing because it allows casual gamers to still be able to play the games without it allows casual gamers to still be in on the games without the game difficulty being down solely because of the casual gamers or the people who aren't as big in the gaming as, you know, like me or someone else. So like I really do like the Super Guide, and they have that back. And people were complaining the story. Oh, the game doesn't has even less story. I don't really see Mario games. Not so much the RPGs, but the regular Mario games never have had story. Story has never been a strong point, and I really don't care whether or not it has a strong story. There's games that I really do want a good story, but I never really expect a good story from a Mario game, like the platformers. So that really would it be nice, sure, but like, you know, people cite the storybook from Galaxy. That I've talked about this before, but that honestly didn't add that much. It was like, okay, it's nice, but it's more of a throwaway thing for me. Anyway, that's all 64 questions. I kind of ranted over that, but really, I'd rather not just read all the questions. So this has been Mega 400, reminding you, Quizmo!